Oke, untung nggak apa-apa di kamera. Lanjut.
Lagi ngapain, Sam?
Apa?
Lagi ngapain?
Oh ini loh, aku tuh baru pesan ini alat-alat sama bahan-bahan buat praktikum kita tahun ini.
Oh, aku jadi kepikiran. Forkliftnya kan kita print pakai printer 3D ya. Nah, gimana cara kita bikin masing-masing partnya tuh gerak? Kan forklift tuh ada gerak maju mundur sama naik turun ya.
Oh alah, masalah itunya toh. Kalau itu sih aku udah mikirin ya, kelistrikannya bakal kayak gimana buat ngirain forkliftnya buat maju, mundur, naik turunnya juga kan. Nah, nih aku tunjukin simulasinya nih. Hi, welcome to the first tutorial video on electrical component assembly. But first thing first, we need to prepare the materials. And the first one is a DC-TT gearbox motor, followed by a 9-volt battery holder, and two on-off-on switches that have already been prepared with their wires attached. And next, we have an N20 motor with 100 RPM and a 4-pin switch cable which will be connecting to the circuit. And last but not least, a 9-volt battery. The first thing we are going to do is connect two cables from 4-pin cable to the N20 motor as shown here. Make sure the cable has already been stripped and simply insert it into the hole on the motor pin, then twist it to secure the connection. And these two cables belong to the yellow motor. Same as the N20 motor, we need to make sure that the cable has already been stripped, insert it into the hole on the motor pin, and then twist it to secure the connection. And then we have the motor circuit assembly. Next, we need to connect the other end of the cable that we just assembled to the motor to the on-off-on switch, specifically to the pair of cables that are grouped together. Do not use the separate one because those will be used for the jumper circuit to the battery. Connect the two cable ends for one of the motors, either the yellow one or the N20 first, by twisting the cables together to join them. Make sure not to mix them up with one of the cables from the other motor, and do the same for the remaining motor. And now, both the yellow motor and the N20 motor are fully connected with their cables. After that, use the separate cable on the switch to connect it to the battery holder. The red wire on the battery holder is for positive, and take one of the separate wires from the switch ends, both from the N20 motor switch and the yellow motor switch, and twist them together with the positive wire. For the negative current, do the same thing. Twist the black wire from the battery holder together with the one remaining wire from each switch. Keep twisting until they are securely connected. And finally, the entire electrical circuit assembly is complete. To test it, put the 9-volt battery into the battery holder. Let's check the N20 motor first, and it's spinning. It doesn't matter if the direction is reverse, you can always flip the switch. Same as the N20, the yellow motor also successfully spins. And now, I'm going to show you the fully assembled forklift with its remote. All of you are free to decide whether to place the battery on the chassis or on the remote. But in my case, the battery is on the remote. You guys will need to design the remote as well. I also 3D printed the switch ends so they resemble a joystick. And it's up to you whether to go with rear wheel drive or front wheel drive, but here I'm using front wheel drive. Each one has its own disadvantage and advantage. As you can see, the N20 motors needs to be fit to the rack gear, so the lifting system can move vertically. And let's try it out. It can move forward and backward, and the fork moves upward and downward. And when I add a load, it can go up and down. Thank you and see you in the next tutorial.
Nah, jadi tuh gitu lah. Nah, nanti tuh yang kita solder tuh ini aja, kabel yang kecil sama switchnya. Nanti biar para praktikannya nih yang tinggal nyambungin ke komponen lainnya gitu loh.
Oh, paham. Tapi kau udah pesan belum keperluan buat praktikum besok?
Belum sih, makanya aku cuma beli satu.
Ah, yalah, kebiasaan lo. Yaudah, aku yang beli dulu. Ntar jangan lupa diare terus ya.
Nah, itu mah minta Lydia ya, jangan ke aku ya.